what really happened during the Spain's massive blackout. I'm going to explain you exactly why and what happened. Why probably I don't have the answer, but I'm going to try anyway. So what happened is like I was here at noon. It's like this Monday was at 12:33. I remember, and it went out. The electricity went out. Everything. Yes, even 5G is like completely disconnected from the world. I never experienced something like that, but I wasn't, afraid because at that time I thought, okay, that's a blackout, could be normal. But the worrisome thing probably is the 5G. It's like because you could have a blackout, but at least you have the 5G. You have like a mobile data. So that was strange at the moment. Interestingly, the reaction of the people at that day was amazing because we didn't have electricity for 12 hours, most of the regions in Spain. And people, instead of panicking or like stealing things in shops, it's like they just went out and having fun. And I went for a picnic. Other people started dancing on the street. It's like completely normal reaction. I would say here in Spain, we are different in that sense. But so what happened here is like we are talking about like Spain lost 60% of its power in 5 seconds. So think about it for a second. I mean, that's insane. It's like 60% of, it's like we're talking about 15 gigawatts. It's like completely disappear from the planet. It's like there must be an explanation for that. The government doesn't have an explanation yet. Probably it's gonna take a while in order to gather all the data. And probably there are some theories that I'm gonna share. At this point, we don't have an answer, but probably one of the reasons is like they're suggesting is about the renewable energy. We're talking about that most of the energy right here in Spain is not nuclear, is not from gas. So obviously, we are now depending a lot of our energy on renewables. So probably that could be one of the reasons because renewables will tend to work differently in that sense. And what happened is like a short in this energy forced the systems just to turn off, to turn everything off. So it's like a completely reaction that has affected the whole system. That's one theory. I don't know if it is, but that's one theory. Another theory is like could be a cyber attack. So if there is a cyber attack, we're talking about geopolitics probably because it's like not a person individual would like to do that. Just for fun, it doesn't make any sense because there's also a lot of risk because you can be detained and things like that. Could be cataloged as a terrorist. So probably that could be a geopolitical thing also. So the thing here is like, who benefits from this? So interestingly, we're talking about the GDP of Europe right now in most of the countries is 0.7 for Portugal, France, also I believe Italy and Germany as well, but Spain is 2.3 of GDP. It's just triple the amount of more than triple actually than the rest of the countries. So right now Spain is booming in that sense. It's not common. I mean, we're talking about the last 20 years. It's like we had a negative GDP. I mean, it was completely horrible in that sense. But right now we are booming. So probably that can generate an envy. So they decided to attack the Spain as a whole, but also it affected Portugal. So I don't know. So it could happen. It could be the reason, but I'm not sure about it 100%. Obviously. But the thing here is like one day of blackout in one country, especially in Spain, is like 0.5% of GDP. So right now, that 2.5%, 2.3% could be like less in the coming months just because of this day. But I'm not sure either because today it's like people. I mean, that Monday it's like people started to buy things like crazy, like it was the end of the year, the end of the the end of the world, and that sense. So I don't know. So there are a lot of conspiracy theorists right there, but that could be another explanation. So what do you think about it? Do you think it's like a cyber attack? Do you think it's like just the energy collapse? Leave your comments below. Also, remember to follow us right here on Trainers T on YouTube. We talk about the markets, and actually Red Electrica, which is like the company that caused this problem, is now down 4% today. And that's the thing, probably they could face a lot of lawsuits, because right now it's like there are a lot of people that I remember in elevators, like a lot of people needed help with elevators. They got trapped. So a lot of things, hospital, everything was affected, businesses. So that could we could have a lot of losses right there. Another thing, because in order to end this video, I gotta tell you guys what happened next right now, because it's like is Spain safe? Because that's probably the reason. Nat gas is up right now 5% or more in the last couple of days just because of this, Now we are relying more on gas in Spain. But the thing is, like, will this continue? Because if it could happen again, and actually it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen just tomorrow, just the 1st of May, because there is no, there are a lot, we have a lot of renewable energy in all Europe right now, but that particular day we are not going to have enough demand for, in order to have all this energy used. So what's gonna happen is gonna be interesting. Probably is gonna probably anything will happen, but it's gonna be interesting because this could be the first of many. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Remember to read disclaimer right here about my opinions, and see you in the next one.